Hi guys, let's start the next exercise, which is exercise 5e. We're doing the chapter quadratic equations. And till now, what we've learned is that the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We figured out the condition to figure out what kind of roots will it have. So a quadratic equation will have two roots. Next, if d, which is equal to b square minus 4ac, is equal to 0, then it has real and equal roots. If d is more than 0, then it has real and unequal roots. If d is less than 0, then it has imaginary roots. The next exercise talked about splitting middle term and finding the solution of a quadratic equation by factorizing. So by splitting the middle term. And then the last one was that we did was solving a quadratic equation using the formula, which is x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac, the square root of this upon 2a. So this is what all we've done in this chapter. There's no new concept for this exercise or no new concept that we need to talk about. So let's solve some more questions based on what we've already learned. So first thing, I noted that I'll have to take the LCM and convert this into a quadratic. So the LCM would be x minus 3 multiplied with 2x plus 3. So the first term will get multiplied with 2x plus 3. The second term will get multiplied with x minus 3. And the third term remains as is. And this is equal to 0. Let's multiply and open the brackets. So this is 4x squared plus 6x plus x minus 3 plus 3x plus 9 is equal to 0. I cross multiplied, so the denominator get multiplied with 0, which is 0. Now let's combine things together. So this is 4x squared plus 6x plus x plus 3x. That's 7 plus 3, 10. So that's plus 10x. And this is negative 3 plus 6 or plus 9. That will be plus 6. So we have 4x squared plus 10x plus 6 is equal to 0. I notice that 2 is common. So let's divide all elements by 2. And what we are left with is 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. So we need to find factors of 3 into 2, 6, the sum of which would be 5, right? So that would be what 3 into 2, 6, the sum of will be 5. 6 is equal to 1 into 6 or 2 into 3, right? So that will be 2 into 3, very simple. So let's go ahead and look at this. So this would be, yeah, 2x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. Grouping it the way I have underlined, 2x times x plus 2 plus 3 times, 2x times x plus 1, my mistake, this is 2x times x plus 1, 2x squared plus 2x, that's correct, plus 3 times x plus 1 is equal to 0, which means x plus 1 times 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, which means x plus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. This gives us x is equal to negative 1 or x is equal to negative 3 upon 2. Let's read the question. Question says find the value of x. X is not equal to 3. We did not get the value of x as 3 and x is not equal to negative 3 by 2. So since x is not equal to negative 3 by 2, therefore x is equal to negative 1. That's why I repeat, you should always read the question once you've solved it to figure out in case you missed any element from the question. Good, let's look at the next one. The next one that we're doing is question number 4. It says x square minus 11x upon 4 plus 15 by 8 is equal to 0. Again, let's start by taking the LCM. LCM would be 8. So this would be 8x squared minus 11 into 2. 8x squared minus 11 into 2. That's negative 22x plus 15 is equal to 0. Let's cross multiply. That would be 8x squared minus 22x plus 15 is equal to 0. So now I need to find factors of 15 into 8. That's 120, the sum of which would be negative 22. So 120 can be written as negative 12 into negative 10, and the sum of negative 12 and negative 10 is negative 22. Perfect. So we've split the middle term negative 22 as negative 12 and negative 10. So this is 8x squared minus 10x minus 12x plus 15 is equal to 0. Grouping it the way I've underlined, what's common in the first two elements is 2x, so this is 2x times 4x minus 5. What's common here is 3, or rather I have taken negative 3, so that's negative 3 outside. This gives us 4x, that's negative 12x minus 5 is equal to 0. 4x minus 5 is common, so this is 4x minus 5 times 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. This gives us 4x minus 5 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. This gives us x is equal to 5 by 4, or x is equal to 3 by 2. You should write your answer in mixed fraction form. So x is equal to 1, 1 by 4, or x is equal to 1, 1 by 2. Perfect. That's the final answer. Let's look at the next question. The next question that we're doing is question number 7. It says x to the power 4 minus 2x square minus 3 is equal to 0. This is not a quadratic yet because the power is 4. So we need to convert it into quadratic first. So let x to the power 2 is equal to a, which means what we have is x to the power 2 minus 2 times x square minus 3 is equal to 0. This gives us a square minus 2a minus 3 is equal to 0. Now I need to find factors of negative 3, the sum of which will be negative 2. So that would be negative 3 into plus 1. Yes, that's correct. So this will be a square minus 3a plus a minus 3 is equal to 0. I split negative 2a as negative 3a plus a. Grouping it the way I have underlined, what we have is a times a minus 3 plus 1 times a minus 3 is equal to 0. A minus 3 is common. This gives us a minus 3 times a plus 1 is equal to 0, which means a minus 3 is equal to 0, or a plus 1 is equal to 0. This gives us a is equal to 3, or a is equal to negative 1. So, but a is a variable that we've introduced on our own. Let's substitute it back to what we took the assumption, which means x square is equal to 3, or x square is equal to negative 1. Since x square is equal to 3, which means x is equal to plus minus root 3. That's the answer. And this is not possible, which means x is equal to negative 1 root. This is an imaginary number. So we will ignore this number, and this is not a solution. So the final solution is x is equal to plus minus root 3. Good, let's look at the next question. The next question that we're doing is question number 8. Question number 8 says 9 times x square plus 1 upon x square minus 9 times x plus 1 upon x minus 52 is equal to 0. You can put a small star on this question because this question also involves something that we learned in class 9 in the chapter expansions. So let's quickly revise what we learned. What we had learned was x plus 1 upon x the whole square is equal to first term square plus second term square plus 2 times first term into second term. So this is x plus 1 upon x the whole square is equal to x square plus 1 upon x square plus 2. Now why am I reminding you of this? Because if we take let x plus 1 upon x is equal to y, then on the left hand side here I have y square is equal to x square plus 1 upon x square plus 2, which means I can replace x square plus 1 upon x square as y square minus 2. So here if I take this as y, then this is y square minus 2. I hope you got this concept. I hope you also remember the formula for x minus 1 upon x the whole square. You could also get a question like this. Right. So let's go ahead, after we've done this, let's go ahead and solve this question. So let x plus 1 upon x is equal to y. Therefore, x square plus 1 upon x square is equal to y square minus 2. Now let's substitute. When we substitute, we get 9 times y square minus 2 minus 9 times y minus 52 is equal to 0. Why are we doing all these complicated things? We are doing this because right now this is not in the form of a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation does not have a variable in the denominator. This one has, right? So that's why we are converting it into a quadratic equation. So let's open the bracket. What we get is 9y squared minus 18 minus 9y minus 52 is equal to 0. This gives us 9y squared minus 9y minus 52 and 18, that's 60, 70 minus 70 is equal to 0. Now we have a quadratic equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Let's try and solve it. Let's see if we can split the middle term. Negative 70 into 90, that's negative 630. I need to find factors of negative 630, the sum of which should be negative 9. Okay, so I think I've got it, but let's still go ahead and factorize it in case you've not been able to identify. So let's look at it. So that's 3, this is 2, 1, 0, that's 7, this is 30. So this is 7 into 3, 21, and this is 30. So 21 into 30 is 630, and 21 minus 30 will be negative 9. Perfect. So the factors are negative 30 and plus 21. Perfect. So let's look at this now. Where is my pen? Here. So this is 9y squared minus 30y plus 21y minus 70 is equal to 0. All I have done is I've split negative 9 as negative 30 plus 21. Let's group it the way I have underlined. What we have is common between 9 and 30, that's 3. So 3y times 3y minus 10, common between 21 and 70, that's 7. So plus 7 times 3y minus 10 is equal to 0. This gives us 3y minus 10 multiplied with 3y plus 7 is equal to 0, which means 3y is equal to 10 or 3y is equal to negative 7. This gives us y is equal to 10 by 3 or y is equal to negative 7 by 3. So we've got two values of y, but y is a variable that we introduced on our own. So let's resubstitute it back, which means x plus 1 upon x is equal to 10 by 3 or x plus 1 upon x is equal to negative 7 by 3. Now we'll again have to convert this into a quadratic with x and solve two more equations. So let's go ahead and do it. So for the first one, let's take LCM. So this is x squared plus 1 upon x is equal to 10 upon 3. In this case, it would be x squared plus 1 upon x is equal to negative 7 upon 3. Let's cross multiply. So this will be 3x squared plus 3 is equal to 10x, or 3x squared plus 3 is equal to negative 7x. Let's bring everything on one side. So this will be 3x squared minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0, or 3x squared plus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now let's go ahead and solve the first equation first. So I need to find factors of 3 into 3, that's 9, the sum of which would be negative 10. So negative 9 into negative 1, yes, that sounds correct. So what we have is 3x squared minus 9x minus x plus 3 is equal to 0. We'll solve the second equation later, right? So we will solve this later. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So right now we are solving equation 1. Okay, so grouping it the way I've underlined, 3x times x minus 3 minus 1 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. This gives us x minus 3 times 3x minus 1 is equal to 0, which means x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 1 by 3. So we've got two solutions, x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1 by 3. Next one, now let's try and solve equation number 2. Let's see if we can find any factors. So for doing the factors, let's see, I need to find factors of 3 into 3, 9, the sum of which would be 7. So 1 into 9, no, 3 into 3, no. Well, there are no other factors, which means I can't factorize this. So let's go ahead and use the formula. So in that case, A is equal to 3, B is equal to 7, and C is equal to 3. So X will be equal to negative B, which is negative 7, plus minus b square, which is 49, minus 4 into a into c, so the square root of this divided by 2a, which is 2 into 3. So x will be equal to negative 7 plus 49 minus 4 into 3, 12, 12 into 3, 36. So that's 49 minus 36, that's root 13 upon 6, or negative 7 minus root 13 upon 6. Well, let me find the value of root 13 from your uh, table, from the square root table at the end of the book. That is equal to 3.606. So this is negative 7 plus 3.606 upon 6, or negative 7 minus 3.606 upon 6. Now I'll need some space, so let me just erase this first part of the question that we've finished. Right, so what we have now is x is equal to next, so 7.000 3.606. So 10 minus 6 is 4, 9 minus 0 is 9, 9 minus 6 is 3, and 6 minus 3 is 3. So this is negative 3.394 upon 6, or the other one is negative 7 minus 3, so that's negative 10.606 upon 6. Let's divide, so that's negative 0.5. Yes, that's correct, 0.5. That'll be 30, so that's 39. That'll be 6 into 6, 36, so that's 34. Again, 5, 30, that's 40, which means 6 into 6, 36. Again, 40, which means 6 into 6, 36. Again 40, so this is negative 0.5656 with a bar. Perfect. Or, so that'll be negative 1, 10 divided by 1, that's 10 divided by 6, that's 1, that leaves 3, which means 36, so that's 1.601. Yes, or negative 1.601. Very long question. Let me just check the answer from the end of your textbook. We are on exercise 5E, and this is question number 8. So the answer given is negative 2. Or the answer is not given in the book that I'm referring to. Anyway, this seems to be the right answer because we've got 4 answers. One is 3, 1 by 3, negative 0.5656 with a bar, and negative 1.601. Perfect. That brings me to the next question. The next question that we do is question number 10. Question 10 says x, again exactly a similar question as last time. Let's quickly revise what we'd learned. So x minus 1 upon x the whole square is equal to x square plus 1 upon x square minus 2 into x into 1 upon x, which is equal to x square plus 1 upon x square minus 2. So this is quick revision. So let x minus 1 upon x is equal to y, which means x square plus 1 upon x square is equal to y square plus 2. Yes, that's correct, y square plus 2. I'll take this negative 2 on this other side, so that'll be y square plus 2. Now let's substitute these values in the first equation, which is the given, which means y square plus 2 minus 3 times y minus 2 is equal to 0. That gives us y square minus 3y is equal to 0. Yeah, this plus 2 and minus 2 gets cancelled. So what we have is y times y minus 3 is equal to 0, which means we have two possible solutions for y, which means y is equal to 0 or y is equal to 3. Now we've created these variable on our own, so let's substitute it back, which means x minus 1 upon x is equal to 0 or x minus 1 upon x is equal to 3. Let's convert this into a quadratic, which means this will be x square minus 1 upon x is equal to 0 or x square minus 1 upon x is equal to 3. This will give us x square minus 1 is equal to 0 or x square minus 1 is equal to 3x. This gives us x square is equal to 1, x square is equal to 1, which means x is equal to plus minus 1. So we've got two solutions of the first equation. Let's try and solve the next one, which is x square minus 1 is equal to 3x. This will give us x square minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. I can't factorize negative 1 in a manner that will give me negative 3. So let's use the formula. So a in this case is 1, b is negative 3, and c is equal to negative 1. So let's use the formula and find the value of x. So x will be equal to negative b, in this case 3, plus minus b square, that's 9, minus 4 into 1 into negative 1, the square root of this, upon 2 into a, which is 1. So x will be equal to 3 plus, that's 9 plus 4, that's root 13 upon 2, or 3 minus root 13 upon 2. Let me again look at the square root table and figure out the value of root 13, that's 3.606. So this is 3.3 plus 3.606 upon 2, or 3 minus 3.606 upon 2. So this is 6.606 upon 2, or negative 0.606 upon 2. That will be 3.303. Yes, that's correct. 2 into 3 and 3 and 0 and 3, or negative 0.303. So we have four solutions of x. So therefore x is equal to plus minus 1, or 3.303, or negative 0.303. Again, you can put a small star on this question simply for the fact that it uh, needs you to remember a concept that we done in class 9 of how to expand x minus 1 upon x. Good, let's look at the last question for this video, which is question number 11. So question number 11 says x squared plus 5x plus 4 multiplied with x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 120. I notice that both of these have x squared plus 5x. Again, I need to convert into a quadratic because this is right now. This is quadratic 1, as in quadratic expression 1 multiplied with quadratic expression 2. So let's take x squared plus 5x is equal to a. So let x squared plus 5x is equal to a, which means our equation becomes a plus 4 multiplied with a plus 6 is equal to 120. So this gives us a squared plus 10a, I have already written that, plus 24 minus 120 is equal to 0. This is a squared plus 10a minus 120 minus 24, that 20 gone and 4 gone, so that's 96 is equal to 0. I need to find factors of negative 96, the sum of which is 10. So that's 6 and 16. Yes, 6 into 16 is negative 96, or rather 96. And if I take 16 as positive and 6 as negative, I should get plus 10a. So let's split 10a as 6 and 16. So that will be a squared minus 6a plus 16a minus 96 is equal to 0. Grouping it the way I have underlined, a times a minus 6 plus 16 times a minus 6 is equal to 0. A minus 6 is common. So this is a minus 6 times a plus 16 is equal to 0, which means a is equal to 6 or a is equal to negative 16. So we get two values of a, 6 or 16. Now a is a variable that we've introduced on our own. So let's substitute it back in the question which was given, and let's find the value of x. So what this gives us is, where is the value of x? Here. So this is x squared plus 5x is equal to 6, or x squared plus 5x is equal to negative 16. Let's bring everything on one side. So x squared plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0, or x squared plus 5x plus 16 is equal to 0. Now I need to find factors of negative 6, the sum of which is 5. So that will be 6 into negative 1. Yes, that's correct. So this is factorizable. So this is x squared minus x plus 6x minus 6 is equal to 0. That will give us x times x minus 1 plus 6 times x minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 1 is common. So this is x minus 1 times x plus 6 is equal to 0, which means x is equal to 1 or x is equal to negative 6. So we've got two values of x, 1 and negative 6. Now let's try and solve the second part of the equation, which was x squared plus 5x plus 16 is equal to 0. I need to find factors of 16, the sum of which is plus 5. So that's 1 into 16, no. 2 into 8, no. 4 into 4, no. So which means we'll have to use the formula. A is 1, B is 5, and C is equal to 16. So x will be equal to negative b, which is negative 5, plus minus b square, in that case 25, minus 4 into a, which is 1, into c, that's 16, the square root of this upon 2a, which is 2 into 1. So x is equal to negative 5 plus minus 25 minus 4 into 16, that's 64. Yes, that's correct, upon 2. That will be x is equal to minus 5 plus minus, that's negative 39 upon 2. Now this is not possible since root negative 39 is imaginary. Therefore x is not a real number. So final solution, therefore x is equal to 1 or x is equal to negative 6. These are the two solutions that we get. Good. Before I finish, let me mark some homework questions. Question number 5, question number 6, and question number 9. Thank you so much. Take care. Be safe. If you have any questions or queries, feel free to write it to me. Bye-bye.